we have this gentleman, you know what, as in Canada and the Sri Lanka, in India, the healthcare is managed by the provinces or the provinces. And in Sri Lanka, it's a little complicated system because the central government also, the teaching hospital is managed by the central government, but the rest of the hospitals are managed by the provincial government. So this gentleman is the topmost administrator, the topmost person in the healthcare sector of the Northern Province. With his busy schedule, you know how the bureaucrats work. He is a passionate doctor too. He attends our monthly Zoom meetings and he participates personally, and he is here with us today. Please welcome the Provincial Director of Medical Services, Northern Province. His office is in Jaffna, Sri Lanka, Dr. Armugam Ketheeswaran, for a concluding remarks. Dr. Ketheeswaran, yours. You need to unmute Dr. Ketheeswaran.
Yeah. Thank you, Varagunan. As all the presenters presented here, in Sri Lanka, the palliative care services are still in the very primitive stage. We are still in the initial stage. As Suryan pointed out, only last year the palliative care policy was approved in Sri Lanka. And now the Ministry of Health recognized the importance of the palliative care, and they have started the training of medical officers and nursing officers. And they are in the process of approving the cadre positions for palliative care, specialized positions. So that is in the process. It may take maybe about 3 to 5 years to organize the palliative care service in Sri Lanka. At present in Sri Lanka, we have this palliative care services in small scales here and there, not in an organized manner. I know in Northern Province we are doing Anuradhapura, Galle, some districts they are doing Kandy, they are doing in a small scale here and there. But Northern Province, we have nearly 110 hospitals, but we are struggling to manage or run these hospitals without a severe shortage of doctors and nurses. But we don't want to wait until we get enough doctors and nurses. We have in Northern Province, we initiated several specialized projects like palliative care, especially in the mental health service. We have a lot of initiatives. We don't want to wait until we get enough doctors and nurses. Fortunately, we got the support from the lot of donors, actually support from IMHO Canada, Towards Cancer Collaboration, CANE, and other organizations. So we were able to start the palliative care services in Northern Province. And I have to especially thank all these organizations for supporting to organize this or to initiate, to start these services in Sri Lanka. I have to especially mention Dr. Varagunan, Dr. Meera, Dr. Jonathan, Dr. Stuart Brown, Dr. Gayatri, and Dr. Surendra Kumar. There are a lot of people who supported us to start these services in Northern Province. And also, I have to thank our teams actually, Dr. Madhuragan, Dr. Kausigan, and their teams. You can see how from their presentation, you can see how they are doing well. And they are doing a very dedicated and wonderful services to their people in these districts, and their team members also, I have to mention. But now, as everybody mentioned, we are planning to expand these services to other 3 districts, especially Kilinochchi, Mullaitivu, and Mannar districts. We want to train more doctors and nurses with the help of the Indian team, Dr. Gayatri and their team. And we would like to expand the services in the other 3 districts. And also, as you pointed out, Dr. Madhuragan and Kaushigan, they are doing after their normal duty hours. So we would like to get full-time. We would like to get doctors and nurses to engage in these services as a full-time services. So this is our plan. And also, as Suryan mentioned, we have to establish a full-fledged, well-organized hospice for the Northern Province. That's also in the pipeline we are planning. There are some initiatives already started. I have to mention here the CANE, the support of the KNO initiative services provided, and Dr. Kamala Arunachalam, she's here in the discussion. So I have to thank all the people who have supported us. Definitely the government of Sri Lanka, the Ministry of Health Sri Lanka, we will take over gradually and in an organized manner, because for a sustainable service, to sustain this service, it should not depend on the donors, or it should not depend on the personalities, or not depend on the leaders. It should be a sustainable, well-organized program. Then only it will provide the expected services to the people of this country. So I think the Ministry of Health is on that line. So I hope within the next 3 to 5 years time, the Ministry of Health Sri Lanka will take over and will provide a organized service. Until such time, I would like to thank all the people who supported the palliative care initiative in northern province of Sri Lanka. Thank you.
Thank you so much for your dedication and the support for this program, Dr. Kethees. I'm sure this is a great starting point for palliative care medicine, and we definitely want to expand it to the whole country. It's not only North. This is just a spark, and I wish to thank everyone who presented today: Dr. Kaushigan, Dr. Madhurahan, Dr. Jonathan Pierce, Fatima, the clinical pharmacist, Dr. Gayatri Palat, and of course our all-rounder, Dr. Suren. I always spoke him, always. And of course, Dr. Meera Selvakorn, who is my good friend and colleague. And of course, we are very thankful and acknowledge your services, Dr. Ketheeswaran, always looking forward to your support. I'm sure this is going to go everywhere, and we are going to have a better healthcare and a better palliative care system in Sri Lanka. With that positive note, I would wish to thank everyone again, and you guys have a good night, and we are going to have some more time. It's afternoon here. I'm going to have lunch, and in England, have a great evening, and in India, in Telangana, Gayatri, have a good night, and we'll meet sometime again. Thank you, and namaste.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.